This is King's Ball with Society Network. I wanted to do this video why I'm not a feminist or men's rights activist. Uh, gosh, I'll go about men's rights first. One of the biggest problems I see with this movement, men's rights, yay, blah blah blah. The issues they bring up make sense. Family courts, genital mutilation, unfair treatment in court. Yeah, great, guys, but what are you doing to change it? Turn around and tell me, oh, well, I've never dated a woman, I've never been married, I don't have kids, but I can show you what needs to be done to change this. I'm gonna protest. That's fine. But you don't understand what it's like in family courts. You can't turn around and say, well, I know what men are going through in family courts when you've never gone through family court. Personally, I went through it, and finally, me and my ex came to an understanding. And this is something that is really amazing. It took us forever to come to this understanding. But this is after a female judge literally got tired of her arguing and said, no, come to some agreement and come back to my court. And a lot of times women do win, but some states are getting to the point where women aren't winning as much, but it still needs to change. I mean, when you look at my divorce, I'll cite I'll try to cite the part of the divorce papers where it says it's not supposed to be judged on sex or gender, and this is something that's supposed to be done that is not really done. They turn around, and I agree with feminists on the part of that the family courts need to be changed, and so where we don't look at gender and we turn around and we say, well, who's the more qualified parent? A lot of people say my ex-wife's a good mom, but the more nurturing parent is me. I can't say yes or no to this, because you can't tell. He's so young, he can't go, oh, I want daddy more. And the fact that judges are starting to get a little bit wiser on why mothers BS. They can tell if something's wrong with the kid, or the fact that when I say the problem with the court systems is that women are given lighter sentences. If a woman abuses a child, that's it. That's done. She should not have that child. But no, because we don't want to affect the raising of the child. And this is something I can agree with feminism about, that we're kind of looking at women going, but you're the nurturers. Women aren't the nurturers. We could turn around and say, well, no, that's not true. The other one is genital mutilation. I would love the comment section actually to tell me what male genital mutilation is. See how many people actually can answer that question. And this is ridiculous. When my son was born, we were told it's an unnecessary but necessary surgery, that it's for health reasons. Wait, what? Yeah, it's for health reasons. That's why you need to genitally mutilate your son. I would also love someone to link me to studies that show that genitally mutilating a boy is healthy for him. And then the biggest thing that I always don't approve of, and men's rights activists also talk about male reproduction rights. But what I want to know is, even these men's rights activists to turn around and go, okay, What reproduction rights? What rights do you want men to have? Uh, 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 reproduction, under reproduction rights, guys. What rights? Do you want to make it to where if a girl rapes a man, she cannot go after him for child support and parental rights because it was rape? Or if she artificially inseminated herself, which you would think that she can't go after the guy for that, it was artificial insemination. No, because his genetic material was used. Yeah, she can go after him. Okay, that's kind of weird. And when a lot of women's rights activists or feminists go, well, it takes two, so the man should be responsible. Actually, in this modern day and age, it takes two to make a baby. Two to make a baby doesn't apply. It takes one and a genetic sample. A guy could turn around and say, well, I don't ever want kids. I wear a condom. He does stupidly leaves the condoms at the girl's house. She takes the sample to a sperm bank or an insemination bank, and they inseminate her and she gets pregnant. Yippee, that guy's now a father. Now, when it comes to the feminist movement, I do support some things that feminism talks about. Do I think that there is some sexism in games? Yes. And I'm saying this as an asexual male who has been a gamer most of my life. I find some of the costumes that women wear ridiculous. But then I have seen the change in the video game industry. Women are not dressed as bad as they were when I was a kid. Do I still think there's sexism in video games? Yes, I think there's sexism in video games when it comes to women. I think there's sexism in video games when it comes to men. Yes, I know how shocking that sounds. I'm saying there's sexism in video games. Oh no! When it comes to men, this is very true. And any woman that turns around and goes, well, no, there's no sexism in men, it's a male-dominated genre. Please look up sexy male video game characters. Another problem I see is feminists never talk about, they say that men are sexist. I use this argument on all of that. One, I am not attracted to women. I am not attracted to men. So how can I be sexist? I never want to hit on women. But to turn around and say that I have internalized misogyny or I'm misogynist and sexist. Wait, I've never hit on a woman. Yes, when I know a woman likes me, and it's obvious she likes me, I will flirt with her. But I will also ask her if it's alright. So, yeah, okay, yeah. So stop saying all men are sexist. Another thing I see in the feminist movement and a lot of feminist websites is white people are racist. I will say this. I am a mutt. I'm not from Europe. I have a little bit of people from Europe. I am Mediterranean. There are rumors I'm Native American. I'm German, which is Eastern Europe. And some Russian. Oh, wow. Okay, that makes me a mutt, not white. And when someone says I'm white male, cisgender, ableist. And, oh yeah, one more thing. I have a disability, so I'm not an ableist. Okay, do I think there's a wage gap? No, I think there's a pay gap. I think women do get paid at the back end less than men because, and I've seen this with a lot of my female coworkers, the boss goes up to them and goes, oh, wait, do you need to go home early to take care of your kid? No. Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to go home early? And when she's like, no, I want to be one with the company. Or a married couple, they get pregnant. The woman can't just take 2 weeks off to heal, go back to work, and hope that her husband is going to be able to take 3 to 6 months off to take care of the kid without them losing his income. If we were to change the laws to where this is different, wow, we might see the pay of women match. But the thing I find wrong with the wage gap is, come on, someone come up with the actual statistics for this day and age, independently of the Department of Employment. I may re-edit this video and show some things. And here's what's really hilarious. I am actually a fan of Anna Sarkeesian. I like her to a point. Yeah, her videos are goofy and some of her facts can be argued. But the most interesting part of all, does she say that only men are sexist? No, she says everything is sexist. Does she say white people are only racist? No, she says everything is racist. Everything is sexist. Okay, I can support that. I disagree with mansplaining, manspreading, man interrupting. Okay, and you wonder why videos come out where people go, this is stupid. If a guy opens his legs on the bus and you want to sit down, just tell him to close his damn legs. You don't have to change the law to say, oh my gosh, you're committing a crime. And yes, I've seen every rhetorically stupid video. Against the idea of, okay, that's right. Against manspreading or mansplaining. It's the same thing like cisgender. I don't know who created that word. It makes no sense. Are you saying it's transsexual or transgender people? And if it's transgender, then cisgender makes sense. I will never identify as cisgender. I think it's stupid to identify people as cisgender just because you want them to identify. What's your name? What's your personality? Not what small little boxes do you identify as? And this is why I can't be a feminist. And then the fact is every time someone debates a feminist on YouTube, you see a response video. And the response video is always the same. This is, even though there's facts supporting that this is wrong, it's the same thing like, do I think there's a rape culture? Yes and no. One, the statistics according to the Department of Education, and I will look them up and link them in the video, and I'll change it to where it shows the link. I'm going to find these statistics. Say it's 1 in 53.6 women are sexually assaulted on college campuses. But the 1 in 5 statistic that people spout out comes from a statistic that the guy says, hey, listen, this is a guess. Please don't use this. But everyone uses it. 1 in 53.6 women, as a man, I find that as a ridiculous number. Not saying that this doesn't happen, that amount of women should not be raped or sexually assaulted. And that one where it says 53.6 is a legitimate article. This is one you can actually support. Should we change that environment? Yes. Should we make it harder for false claims to come through? Because I'm also a huge supporter against rape. and know how hard it is for women to come forward after a false claim comes forward. And these are my complaints. I may make another video.